Hi there, this is Adam bringing you another brand new video to the channel. First of all, I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hope you all had a good Christmas as well. Certainly enjoyed my time off work. Got back into it this past week, went back Thursday, Friday, and thankfully we were straight into the weekend soon after. No, I'll be honest, it's a little bit weird going back, but yeah. Obviously get back into the swing of things in the coming week. But yeah, since this project, I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I thought I'd hold off for the new year. I thought, you know what, let's keep it, save it until then. New year, new start, like a new, like just a little bit refreshing and, get back into doing my airport updates. I am a little bit more restricted on size in terms of actual base of the layout that I've done compared to what I did before. But I think this was the best solution for me, certainly to accommodate for what I want to accommodate for. It's kind of basic in terms of a taxiways are the stand layout and stuff like that, but it's certainly like I say, it's certainly practical for the grand scheme of what I've done and the schedules that I've got in place and what I want to show you guys as well. So a little bit about this project itself, a little bit influenced from Manchester's Terminal 2 pier. It's not based exactly on Manchester Terminal 2, but as you can probably maybe tell, there is the inspiration there. We have got a number of based aircraft which will certainly feature in this update, which we'll highlight, and obviously then there's the other schedules that come in and go out, on sort of quicker turnarounds and stuff like that. But what I want to do, or I'm hoping that this is going to be a long-term project, and I say that because there are a lot of updates to do. And in terms of doing updates, I can't possibly do one per month because I just think that's very limited. So it might be the fact that I maybe do an update every week, every weekend, or maybe every 2 weeks, depending on obviously general mood and obviously if things come up and stuff like that, or if I'm busy on the weekend and I might be doing something else. Anything can happen. But generally speaking, I want to be doing more updates than one a month, because then you're only going to be limited to 12. And I'm not saying I've got to get them all done this year, but I kind of, I know there's a lot to do. And I guess it's just a little bit of eagerness as well that I want to get through. A little bit of information in terms of the actual schedules as well is that this is going to be not so much a modern day 2025 based concept. This is actually going to be a 2021-2022 hybrid kind of period. The reason for that is because there's a lot of models that I want to feature that I have featured in the past, but there's a lot of models that in this time period that are no longer active in the modern day, and it would be unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, that is maybe something I will probably turn to eventually in terms of the modern day aspect, but for me right now, this is the time period that interests me most, and hopefully you guys can relate to that, which I'm pretty sure you will, in the grand scheme of things. In terms of the actual schedules I've done previously, I think I did them like 2022, 23. So it's quite fortunate that I had them already. Of course, I've tweaked them quite, well, not a lot, but I've tweaked them here and there to accommodate for this concept as well. On the basis of the schedules, I may as well get into the actual update itself. So, as always, we'll just scan, pan, zoom in, zoom out, pan across, and focus on each model. So in the far side there we have this Aer Lingus A321neo. This is actually just arrived in from New York JFK, and this is the only route it does, I think on a daily basis. Registration Golf Echo India Romeo Hotel. Again, literally just arriving in. Airbridge just connecting. Other ground services will be provided shortly. Next to that we have this EasyJet A320neo. This is registration Golf Uniform Zulu Hotel Bravo. This will be heading out shortly to Malta. Arrived in the early hours of the morning from the previous leg, from the previous day. We've got Ryanair 737-800 pushing back. This will be heading out to Athens, and this is registration, oh no, sorry, I've got that mixed up. This is registration Golf Romeo Uniform Kilo Alpha. So this is the UK sort of registered, the Golf registered Ryanair. This is doing a short hop first of all to Stansted, head down to Stansted, come back, and then do a few other runs through the day. Depending obviously where it's heading to, and from obviously depending on the duration of the legs. This is the Irish Ryanair, which will be heading out to Athens. This is registration Echo India Echo Victor India. This will be heading out in a couple of hours time. Panning across, we have a couple of Jet2s. So we have Jet2 737-800 on the far side. This is registration Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Yankee, and this will be heading out to Rome in the next half an hour or so. And then beyond that we have the next up we have the Jet2 Holidays 757-200 registration Golf Lima Sierra Alpha November. This here will be heading out to Palma, Mallorca. And then just there we have the one of the TUIs that's based, TUI 737 8 Max or 737 Max 8, whichever way you want to put that. Registration Golf Tango Uniform Mike Alpha, and this will be heading out to Ibiza. And taxiing in, we have this Qatar 787-8, registration Ace Alpha 7 Bravo Charlie Alpha. Obviously sporting the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 sticker there, arriving from Doha. This is probably one of the models, well not just one, but the concept of these models with the FIFA World Cup stickers probably emphasises a little bit why I want to do the 21-22 hybrid period as well. In the sense that I did acquire the majority, if not all, of the World Cup liveried aircraft with the stickers and the actual liveries, which I didn't really get a chance to feature at the time, so that's a little bit of an emphasis on why I want to focus on that kind of period. So that's taxiing in. This TUI 737-800 was on the stand where the Qatar's just taxiing in. This TUI is just being pushed back, as you can see the tug just pulling away with the tow bar behind. This is heading out to, if we can find it on my screen, yeah, this is heading out to Zante, registration Golf Foxtrot Delta Zulu Yankee in the Sunwing hybrid colours. Again, like I say, once obviously Qatar taxi on stand, tugs out of the way, get taxi clearance, and that'll be heading out. On this far side, we've got this UPS 747-8F registration at November 609 Uniform Papa, arrives from Cologne, heads back out to Hong Kong. Again, there's quite a few aircraft that we can sort of rotate with this, so this is actually on a daily schedule, this UPS. And then next up we have the DHL 777 registration N705 Golf Tango, which is operating on behalf of Southern Air. This is actually the one, I know I featured this before in previous updates, this is actually one that stays in all night and all day, doesn't depart until like late at night, like 11:15 at night, so 23:15 that'll be departing. And yeah, there they are. That's the general update. Kind of pan out, give you a little bit more of an idea, overview generally. In terms of, so I just kind of touched up on the concept of the UPS having like multiple rotations, so it's going to be operating daily. Now, the next few updates, it's kind of like a storytelling sort of scenario that I want to do. So the schedules I've got run through each day. So I've got Monday to Sunday. We are starting with Monday schedules. So this is Monday morning around about 6 o'clock. Then we're going to work through our day at different hourly intervals. I think the next update is probably around about, I think it's more towards probably 9 o'clock. I think it is 9-10 o'clock. So that'll be the next update. So the days will be continuous. Then once we've done one day, we'll move on to the next day. Now the way I'm working it as well is the aircraft that are based here at the airport, if they operate, for instance, like the TUIs, the Jet2s, the EasyJets, the Ryanairs, on that particular day, they will feature again on the same day, if that makes sense. So like these aircraft that are departing, the EasyJet, the Ryanair, the Jet2s, the TUIs, they will come back because they're doing that leg, and then they will come back. But then when we transition to the next day, that's when I'll rotate and we'll include the other aircraft in that fleet. So like TUI might change to it'll change to another TUI, or both TUIs will. Jet2s, they'll rotate with the other Jet2s I've got in my collection, and so on, and these, you know. So there will be a little bit of diversity there. There are the Qatar schedules, by the way, I've split into 3 schedules. So we have the 787s in the morning, 7878s and 789s. We have the A330s and A359s in the afternoon, early afternoon. And then we have the Qatar Airways 777s, which I've got a rotation of 777-200s and 777-300ERs as well. They will operate more towards the evening time. It just, again, it's because of how many models we've got on rotation. That's why I've done that. The reason for that, it just helps accommodate. Some models I've recently acquired, which I didn't have, are Emirates 777, so they will be featured as well. There's a whole lot of other stuff that were featured, but they're probably the 2 main long haul schedules to feature. But the Emirates only operates once daily, unlike the Qatar. There's other stuff as well. I don't want to like spoil it before I do each update, but yeah, you get the idea. The cargo section, again, it's kind of like remote stands, but you know me by now, like cargo's important to me, so that's got to be an important aspect for me as well. And there will be cargo movements through the day as well, on each day, which also adds to the I guess the general interest of each update. I've not gone through every single day, but looking generally, each update you're probably expecting maybe 7 or 8 aircraft models to be featured, maybe more. And then obviously there's all the other stuff that we can accommodate and maybe feature as and when as well, like on ad hoc services and stuff like that, which I've also done a kind of system for as well, so that we have that kind of rotation as well. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to continuing these updates. It's something that I've missed. I probably didn't realise it. And I think when I started doing this update airport, and I started getting everything, because for a while it was just literally the base. I didn't have anything on it, and I thought, no, I'll wait. Then I started adding things. I started getting the model set up. I started getting the air bridges put on, and the floodlights, and whatever else, all the accessories. And I thought, it's starting to come to life now. This is something I've not done in a while, and I want to get back into it. So, yeah. It's been a long time. I'm sorry if I'm sketchy on the video, like speaking and stuff like that. But hopefully I'll improve over time. But anybody that is watching this video, highly appreciate if you got this far. If you've got any questions at all, anything on the airport, then please do ask, as always. And yeah, like I said, hopefully 2025 is going to be a good year, and hopefully I can provide something in terms of content, doing the airport updates, and hopefully that'll keep you going as well. But no, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.